Elon Musk is back to being the richest man on the planet, even after spending 44 billion to buy Twitter, an app, a computer app. I just got that news today, that within a few hours he made $1.6 trillion. Within a few hours, $1.6 trillion. He doesn't pray, he doesn't pay tithe, he doesn't give offering, he's not born again, he doesn't believe in your Christ. None of your prosperity pastors can even smell it. $1.6 trillion within hours, not weeks, not months, not a year, within a few hours. $1.6 trillion. He doesn't know your Christ. And then you say, I'm coming to church to make money. You'll be as broke, because church is not where we make money. Church is where we know Christ. We make money in the market, we make money in the office, we make money in business places. Am I talking to somebody here? Wake up and pay attention.
Sorry sir, but that figure is wrong. It's probably a fake news you heard. That figure is wrong. There is nobody in history, not single one person, that has ever made $1.6 trillion within few hours. In fact, as at when Elon Musk purchased Twitter, his net worth and the net worth of all the top billionaires of the world combined together, I don't think it's even up to that $1.6 trillion. The record put it probably around $1.5 trillion. That is the net worth of all the top billionaires put together. So to say Elon Musk made $1.6 trillion within a few hours is not true. It's not true. And sorry to say, you see, sometimes when you just see news on social media and then you pick them up as a statement of fact and begin to preach about them with such confidence and authority, it's not too okay. It's important we verify things and be sure, so that we dish out proper information out there. Sometimes in the name of trying to prove a point or prove that we are right, we go out of proportion and then we give out false information with such confidence and audacity and authority as if it is true. Now, if Dr. Abel Damina could give this false information with such level of authority and audacity and confidence, now what are we going to say about some of the other informations which he kept giving out there with such a high level of authority and audacity? You see, one of the things that this our big man of God is doing is believing some of the reports of some of these social media, some of these news outlets. Sometimes some of these persons are not really representing the interests of Christ, and some of these information they give out is not true. Probably these medias may give out information about a man of God whose method of doctrine and other things you disagree with, and then you take those informations that this news media give it as an authority, which probably we are just doing that to assassinate the character of that man of God, and then you take it on the stage and then you preach with that level of authority. What if these same news outlets or medias come out tomorrow to come and do a video, a documentary about you, and they bring false information? Would you expect the general public to also embrace those informations with such level of confidence and authority the way you embrace the ones they do on others? As believers, I think we should be careful. Sometimes I believe in accepting some of the information that we see on social media or online. We should be able to verify these informations and be sure they are authoritative before we pick them as a statement of fact or as a truth and speak with such level of confidence and authority and audacity, so that we don't end up being mediums of false informations, as the case may be. I'm saying this for the sake of other people who probably may hear this teaching and they will think it is true. Elon Musk made $1.6 trillion within a few hours. In fact, the entire net worth of Elon Musk has never crossed 350 something billion dollars. I mean, he has never made up to even $1 trillion. His entire net worth has not even reached $500 billion yet. The highest he has gone to was around 300 and something billion US dollars. Not to talk of him making $1.6 trillion within a few hours. That is a false information. Sorry to say that. And to even add to that, if somebody will say no, it is actually what Tesla, his company, made. The entire net worth of Tesla, his company, is not even up to that $1.6 trillion. The entire net worth of the company, the valuation of the company, not to talk of the company making $1.6 trillion within a few hours. Even if you combine all his businesses together, they cannot make that $1.6 $1.6 trillion within a few hours. Not yet, though, probably in the future. So I think I just need to give this fact check and then say, let's be sometimes let's be careful with, in trying to promote. I know he's making a point saying that we don't come to church to make money, we don't come to Christ for the sake of money, but we still cannot rule out the fact that God blesses people financially. God bless. If you don't we may not go to church to make money, but we go to church to get God's blessing. Like in his preaching, some of his preaching, God can bless you with ideas, and that blessings come when we come and seek him in church. And when you say, yes, people out there outside Christ still make money without knowing Christ, the Bible says God allowed his rain to fall on both the just and the unjust. So God's goodness is, out there for everybody to make. The fact that there are, people that don't know Christ that make billions out there, it still doesn't negate the fact that there are other people whose billion is as a result of, special intervention of the goodness and the blessings of God in the things that they do. So in as much as it is true, people make billions even without confessing Christ, it still doesn't rule out the fact that there are other people whose wealth in life is as a result of their contact with God. The blessings of God, brings such kinds of level of prosperity to them. In as much as we are trying to, establish balance, in as much as we are trying to kick away fraudulent activity from the church, those who are merchandising the gospel, we should also not rule out the fact that people still can be blessed as a result of, God's blessings and God's grace. Even financially, people can still prosper as a result of God's blessings in their life. Anyway, I don't know what you think about this. If you have any word of encouragement to add to this, or anything probably contrary view, you can drop it in the comment section so that we can look at it together and be edified together. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.